I can enjoy the fresh air at this.
I just want to tell you all what an honor it has been the last 4.5 years to serve as a member of Parliament. Not only an honor for me, but an honor for my family. This has been the thrill of our lives for my 2 adult sons and for my wife. And I have worked as hard as I possibly could, and believe me, it's hard work. This is the hardest job I've ever had in my entire life. And I represent you with integrity and honesty in Ottawa. I have the ear of health times in our Canadian economy. Now is absolutely not the time for change. It's time for the stability of the Conservative government. I do respect everybody at this table. I disagree with many of their comments, but I respect them all. I would like to thank them all for stepping forward into the public eye, because this is not easy. It's not easy to take criticism. It's not easy to have people in the audience laugh at you. But the reality is I believe in our Conservative Party. I believe in our policies. And I look forward to continuing to be your Member of Parliament if you'll have me. October 19th, I'm asking for your support. Thank you very kindly.
Susan, I think it's easy to work hard. I think it's easy to do a job every day. Your father and mother are proud of you when you do. I knock on doors and I ask people 2 questions. Do you want to keep Harper or get rid of him? I don't know what the polls are telling you, but 90% of the people I talk to say they got to go. 90% of people in this town do not like what the Harper government, the Conservatives, have done. They have failed in every category that you can mention. The economy, jobs, seniors, veterans, the environment, First Nations. Pick a category and they've failed. I asked them the second question. What's your alternative? Tom Mulcair was born one of 10 children, became a lawyer, Quebec Environment Minister. He's leading the federal party. He will be a great man. Justin Trudeau, he might be a nice guy, might even be cool, I don't know, I've never met him. But he was born a millionaire. He has never had to work a day in his life. He will never understand what I, and unless there's a millionaire in this crowd that was born that way, what you have had to do to get to this stage in your life. Justin Trudeau is an actor posing as a politician. Stephen Harper has failed this country. This is not the Canada that I grew up in. It's not the Canada that I want to leave my children. This is the most important, I can hear my father now. This is the most important election in this country's history. These guys got to go. These guys are no alternative. It's been 148 years of mismanagement. The best ideas that have been incorporated into this country have come from the NDP. Thank you, and thank you very much for the questions.
Environment and our infrastructure. Climate change is one of the biggest threats to our societies and also our very existence on this planet. We can't afford to be rebuilding things with the extreme weather events. The Green Party has a comprehensive and budgeted plan to move to green energy and clean energy. It's practical and it can be implemented immediately. That's why I'm in this, because we need to do it fast. There's a tipping point beyond which we won't be able to do anything. We won't have health, we won't have an economy if we're too busy fighting for survival because the climate has changed that much and it affects our agriculture and everything else. Our climate change action plan improves our health and economy and gives every Canadian a safe future. We owe it to our children and our grandchildren. We can't leave a mess for them. Whoever wins this election, hold them accountable. Make them work on climate change faster, because it can be done. That's why our plan, I believe in it because it's fully costed and it makes sense. And we can do it. Sweden is entirely off fossil fuels. Don't be afraid. Be brave. Our policies are fiscally responsible, ecologically sustainable, and socially just. Currently, our government was elected with just 25% of the available votes. 40% of people didn't vote. If that 40% got out and voted for me, I could actually win. So, tell your friends. But, hey, our Canada, our regulations, to a Canada that we don't want to be. We support proportional representation with all our voices at the table. We can work together. No more vote splitting. Invest your effort in voting for a healthy, sustainable, and fair Canada, and we will work with all the parties.
She is, yeah.
I'd like to take this time to thank the panelists, of course, the 5 panelists, and a reminder to you that there's a lot of material at this side of the room, which is going to help you on October the 19th. A very knowledgeable individual who's not making a political
I've
statement.
got to have you talk to my wife. Convince her. She, I've been around this election, many elections, and I wish there were more groups like this. It's getting more and more difficult to get volunteers, good candidates. I want to commend everybody for going up there and doing this, because I know how difficult it is these days with limited education, not just health and pensions, because everybody here has children and grandchildren, and we want jobs for our kids and a future for our grandchildren. But I really want to thank you. This is probably the best group I've attended in this whole campaign. Thank you very much.